Greetings, survivors and friends, I'm Shadowfrax and welcome to a custom map review! First in a new series, and I don't know, it might be the last, it all depends on how much you like it. Also, I've got to say thanks to Chad for suggesting that I do it, so thanks, Chad. Right, so today I'm going to be taking a look at a custom Rust map that's going to be making its debut on my very own server this Thursday, 4th of October. Shameless plug, Rustography EU, Shadows, Playground, description, details down there. So what is this map then? Well, some of you might have seen snippets of it that have leaked out during the design process, and it was actually featured on a community update not long ago. This is the first server of its type I've seen, and it's called Skylands. Now, why? Well, might have something to do with the massive floating islands. Yes, oh yes, thanks to a bit of jiggery-pokery, it has got floating islands. And these are great places to build if you can get up to them. And there are a number of ways that you can do this. One of them, for instance, has a central orifice with vines hanging out of it that you have to clamber up and insert yourself into it with. Ah, that sounded wrong. And most of the others have jumpy platforms. The sphere tank is up here too on one of them. And before you start getting ideas, no, you can't build on the bridges. That has been thought of. You've got military tunnels, you've got lighthouses. You don't have to live on a floater if you don't want to, of course. There are plenty of other places to plonk down a base, and there are quite a few secrets here as well, which I won't spoil for you too much. However, this map holds a much bigger, darker secret, because although being called Skylands, the floaters are just the icing on the proverbial rusty carrot cake. The majority of the action you see is actually down below. For instance, if you travel round the coast on a boat and enter the rather suspicious looking waterfall, you'll find the first hint of it in the underground bandit camp. But even this is just the tip of the iceberg, because around the island there are several orifices to the Underworld, gateways to a completely different section of the map. And once you're down here, it's easy to get lost, so do keep track of where you came in. The underworld of Skylands is as big, if not bigger, than the overworld. There are roads, forests, swamps, plenty of dark crevices too if you fancy snaffling yourself away from the rest of civilization. And let's face it, who doesn't? And if you don't mind missing out on airdrops, there's actually enough loot down here to keep even the hungriest clan satisfied. Okay, so I know that people have a bit of a fetish for sticking monuments in strange places and lighting them with crystals. This is nothing new. It came out quite early on in the custom map scene, and I can't speak for everyone else's maps either. I mean, I haven't played on them all, but the fetish continues here because you see, in the dark, dank underbelly of this map, you will find some of the biggest monuments, such as the power plant, the junkyard, the train yard, and of course the launch site. But hang on a minute, you say, how will the rocket get out? Well, you see, my dear Watson, you have to think like a true Bond villain. You just punch a big hole through the bedrock and have it shoot up through the middle of the ocean, of course. So yes, anyway, this is Skylands, and if you'd like the opportunity to test it yourself and try to break it, which I'm sure you'll be able to because it is still very early days, then as I say, you can find it on my server all of this month, and the details are all down below in the description as per. Big thanks to Snowballfred, who's been designing this map, and I'm sure with your help he'll be able to refine it and iron out all the wrinkly bits. Also, I'd like to mention the Rustography site. If you're interested in custom maps, it's a really good place to go. You can suggest your own maps there, and you can vote on ones to be included on the other servers. Who knows, maybe one day I might review yours here. Okay, so let me know down below in the comments if you enjoyed this and you'd like to see me review other custom maps, because people are starting to get prolific now and there are more and more every month. Please leave me a like, sub to the channel, give me a comment, and swing by my other places such as Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, Discord, my Steam group. You can support me and my habits on Patreon too and get all sorts of perks in the bargain. I shall catch you all soon, of course, but in the meantime, keep calm and stay rusty. Cheerio.